Hello, everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays. Today, our wine unwind. I'm breaking the rules just a bit this evening. I got the margarita tonight. It's a double right here. We got, I believe, 3 shots of tequila and 2 shots of triple sec. So a couple of these, and it will get you where you need to go.
Yeah.
Adam's rocking the wine, though.
I do. I mean, you've been craving literally margaritas for about a minute.
Probably since COVID began,
Yes.
I have been on the margarita train, and I'm only like really getting that urge out right now.
Yeah. So you came back home after getting your COVID vaccine with triple sec, tequila, lime juice. So like I was like, all right, it's game time.
Yeah,
it's game time.
guys. I am a tad bit loopy, will be honest. Got my my second dose of the vaccine just a bit over 24 hours ago. I wasn't hit too hard, though. You know, your boy kind of recovered pretty fast. He was taking a lot of Tylenols, drinking a lot of water, sleeping, and then we're good to go. A bit of a headache, but you know, other than that,
just,
I've been pretty
just
good.
the night shakes, and then that's it. Then headache.
That was pretty much what I got too. I woke up at like 5 this past evening and like had a bit of a headache and like had to put some more shit on me. But after that, I was good. Alrighty, buddy. It is time to talk some ball.
Yes.
I was so disappointed. I was so ready to have like a little post-game reaction last night, to watch the whole game and like not have to go to work the next day. That rarely happens, guys. Sadly, the game got rained out, but we do have one today against the Tampa Bay
Going back
Rays.
and facing the Rays, 3-game series. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, I guess we kind of split the series with Baltimore, which is nah. I was hoping we could actually get a win yesterday, but oh well, what can you do? We're gonna play it eventually anyway, so it's not
we
like
are
we're
gonna
lost,
play it, and you know what? Actually, it's almost better for us because we're gonna play it in September, and I'm surprised that they're even still playing right now. But you got to imagine some of the boys, when September rolls around, some of those Baltimore guys, like, they're thinking about their trips to Cabo, like they're thinking about taking their wives and their kids to like this lovely like Switzerland, you know, ski trails and shit.
I mean, I don't know who they're going to be trading as well. That's really that important for them because like their team is so empty. But they'll trade somebody. You got to
somebody's
imagine.
going to get traded. But I mean, those big pieces like Mullins, like Mountcastle, like Mancini.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
Those are probably going to stay put. But I mean, whatever. So I'm down to play them in September when their brains are completely elsewhere and our brains are on like we got to make postseason right now, like trips to Cabo after we've won the World Series. So I'm down for it, buddy.
Yeah.
I think the title of this video is who we should trade for.
Yeah, who are we actually going to trade for? Because we came out with a Scherzer video, and we got a bit of a reaction of being like, we're not actually going to be trading for this guy. It's like nice to talk about, but it's not actually going to happen. Well, we know that rumors are flying up everywhere, and we are going to be making podcasts about those rumors literally after this. We're going to be making a podcast about Craig Kimbrel.
Yep.
So, you know, I wanted to propose the question for everybody and ourselves, like, who are we actually going to be trading for? What's the realistic outcome for the Toronto Blue Jays? Like, who's actually going to be available for us?
Okay,
what do you think?
I'm going to be completely honest, dude. I don't think that it's totally left field to say Max Scherzer's on the table. I think that we got a bit of a reaction from it because the thought of acquiring a guy that elite is like too good to be true.
With his contract being a 1 year.
With a 1 year, you know, and it's like we're all like, I don't know, like that probably can't happen, you know. I didn't think that we'd be going out and getting George Springer at all this offseason. You would have asked me that prior, I would have said there's no way. If anything, we're going to go out, we're going to get a Taiwan Walker, maybe like some bullpen guys.
Right. I thought that was like the ceiling. It's like it could happen. Same with Max Scherzer. It could happen.
It could happen.
And I mean, Blue Jays management is being very aggressive. So you never know. You never know.
Exactly, dude.
But who do you think like we're actually
well,
going
I mean,
to get?
all like if we're getting like really realistic here, like we're not pushing the boundaries. Number one, everyone's saying it. We are going to go out and get a bullpen guy. It is going to happen, whether that be Craig Kimbrel, who is killing it right now. I think you were telling me prior he's got like a sub 1
0.5
ERA.
0.57 ERA.
Yeah,
that's fucked.
That's pretty messed up. Or potentially a Richard Rodrigues. Or, you know what, if we do want to make a deal with those Nationals, maybe a Brad Hand, something like that. Or even I could see, some of these, like, kind of other guys that we don't talk about too much. These are all closing pitchers right here. But what about those juicy setup guys, What about, like, the nice little, like, hold dudes on other teams?
I think we might maybe have room to get one more of those guys, but, like, that's kind of what we've been doing. We did go out and we did get, Simber. And then I totally blanking on his name, but we literally just got him.
Richards. Trevor Richards, man.
I haven't seen him yet, like, visually. I haven't seen him play for us, so I'm like, oh, what is this, man? But yeah, Trevor Richards, like, he's a setup guy for us.
True.
So, like, if
we've kind of done it.
We've gotten those guys already. We went out, we're early, we're aggressive. No one else is doing that. No one else is going and making those moves but us. We're being so aggressive. So getting someone like Scherzer, yeah, it's a possibility. There is a possibility that I didn't even think of, and that is a package deal of Cruz and Berrios. Now, that would be a fuckload of guys.
Yes.
That would be a fuckload of guys. I wasn't even thinking about getting another bat at all, but I mean, like, fuck it. Why not? We're actually trying to win. Let's get another bat.
Well, the thing is, though, if we were going to do that, because I know that there are some rumors circulating about a Nelson Cruz, and I mean, you want to talk about that Edwin Encarnacion archetype, like the big slugger who will annihilate balls. That's what that is. We've seen this team like guys like that in the past. So I could totally see the management going after a dude like that, but I do believe if we were to make a deal like that, where we're getting not only this massive slugger, but also potentially trying to package in that Berrios, that guy that we want so bad to help us not only this year, but also next year, I think that one of our bats goes the other way, too.
I think so, because, like, if you add Nelson Cruz, obviously he's the DH. So now we have, like, two outfielders, meaning Grichuk and Gurriel, fighting for one last role in the actual outfield. Yep. Like, now you can't actually put them both in the lineup every day.
No, you can't.
So
and it wouldn't make sense for us to not trade one of them at that point.
We'd have to.
Like, you're just losing value with this guy.
Yeah, it's like the trade doesn't even it doesn't even give you value, because now you're pushing someone in a role where they can't do anything.
Exactly.
Doesn't make any sense.
And I mean, like, if, let's say, Grichuk or Gurriel is chilling on the bench, for another prospective team, they're not looking like great trade bait anymore. This is, it's like a car that you don't ever drive, right?
Right.
It's like
I want
to see him eventually going to deteriorate.
I want to see him driving on the highway. I don't want to see him parked in the parking lot.
Exactly.
You ever see a commercial where cars parked in the parking lot? Not until the end, when you see how, like, oh, that's a quick, good brakes on that one.
Not until the end, where you see it, like, in your driveway.
Yes.
And
yes.
It's like, we've already seen it drive. Now it's in our drive. Now it's on our team.
How does it look like in front of my house?
Exactly.
My neighbors are really gonna
nice
like
in front of my house. But I do believe, I don't think that Grichuk would be a guy that the Twins are necessarily interested in. I do think that Gurriel, though, could potentially be. We've talked about maybe trading Gurriel in the past. Those rumors, they've kind of gone to the sideline. But preseason, that was a big conversation. Yeah. I mean,
it was a big no-no at the time,
and
for us at least.
I mean,
for some people.
I still really like Gurriel. I've made it. I'm open to the fact that I do think that he's probably my favorite player on the team for reasons unbeknownst to myself.
Yeah,
but
I don't know why.
I really like the motherfucking guy, and you know what? I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah.
So I really like him, but I know that other teams really like him. I don't necessarily want to trade him. However, if we were to go out and secure that future of pitching with a Jose Berrios, if that had to be the piece to make that deal.
And here's the thing too. If we do trade Gurriel, we know we're gonna lock up Hernandez. We know we're probably gonna lock up Hernandez. Yeah. Because then we have Hernandez, Gurriel, and then you have that Springer, and then you have Grichuk for a couple more years. And they just made a trade actually for Daniel Guzman. It was a very minor trade for Guzman. He's a 20-year-old, but apparently the scouts on him is like, this guy's going to be a fucking star. And also, you're not even considering Austin Martin, right? Austin Martin too as well could play in the outfield. So it's like it's not even the worst thing in the world if we give up Gurriel.
No,
it's
I
not
mean, like,
really.
there's definitely we have guys there. I've always just been so infatuated with Gurriel's contract and with his ceiling of being like a Yuli Gurriel type player, and
totally
we've seen him do that in the past. He got off to a really rough start this season, and he's still digging himself out of that hole. But we saw for about the first 2 months, this guy's OPS was chilling at 550. Yeah. Now you look at it, and it's like 715, 720. It is climbing. He has been a lot better over the past month and a half, much more like the Gurriel that we are used to and known to be seeing on the regular. So, I mean, it's not my number one guy that I'd want to give up, but if it was to get a Barrios and then also a fucking Nelson Cruz, like, if you guys want to get hard, go look at Nelson Cruz's Baseball Savant page.
It's really good.
It's ridiculous.
And not to even mention they have Tyler Rogers in the bullpen too. Someone brought it up to me, so there's another guy there.
Yes. Rogers, man, he would be a nice guy too. He's been somebody on my radar. Another video that we have.
Another guy. There's a lot. There's gonna be a lot of videos, guys. It's like the content's just coming to us. It's like reminds me of not trade deadline, but free agent time around like late January.
Oh.
When it was just like constant, like, we gotta go now.
And we were talking prior to this. We were saying, I can't wait until there's that one deal that nobody saw coming.
Right.
No one saw coming at all. You know, it's like Stanton to the Jays.
Like, what?
Like, what? Like, how did this happen?
I don't know.
This makes no sense. Like,
I'm gonna read off some of your comments because we got 38 of you here. Welcome everybody.
Welcome everyone. Hope you're all drinking.
Yes, if you're all drinking, let us know in the chat. I just want to read off some other trade because we're on the topic of trade. Who will the Blue Jays actually trade for?
Yeah, man.
We got Dulkermis saying Rodrigues is most likely to be traded to the Jays. Daniel Bard, I know Dulkermis loves Daniel Bard on the Rockies. He's a dark horse candidate for the Jays to pick up as a closer. Love that. Zendot, probably Rodrigues. Joe Smith says Cubs need to eat money, otherwise I wouldn't do Kimbrel. Because Kimbrel's $16 million. We're going to talk more about that in our podcast, but that is a lot of money for a reliever.
Yeah, a little bit of moolah.
Yeah, Daniel Guzman is raking in rookie league. Hit
us with some questions in the chat, guys. To everybody who's here, Devin Abbott Vlogs, Ryan S., Tristan Morgan Edits, Zendot, Mateo Melanson. Everybody, hello. Welcome into our Friday night wine on wine.
Oh, Ryan S. goes, trading for Nelson Cruz makes no sense. It only makes no sense if we don't give up an outfielder. This is just fucking like MLB be a pro kind of like realm. Like
I'll be honest, man. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But the only way that I can factor it into my brain to be like, oh, it does make sense is if that's the caveat for acquiring a Barrios. You know, if they're like, we're not trading Barrios unless we package these guys or so. I don't know why they want to do that, but I don't know, man. Like, because you're right. It's like, why are the Blue Jays calling about this guy? Like, there's no reason to do that.
Yeah. I'm seeing, like, there's people talking Vladdy going to third. Move Vladdy to third, goes Jays Talk with Jay. Put Gurriel at first, and the lineup just got a whole lot deeper.
Okay.
Because you're thinking of the outfield with...
I hear you. I would be concerned about that move over there, not only for Vlad, but also for Gurriel as well.
Me too. That does, because Gurriel, we saw, again, it was 2 years ago, how he played on the right side of the infield, and it was very poor. And then just, like, messing up Vlad, like, after he's now, like, actually really fucking good at first base. Like, I don't want to even... fuck with that shit right now.
I think that the ceiling, if everything could work that out, if it was like a plug-in and play thing where it was like, you know, full like MLB The Show.
Right.
I'm just like Vlad third, Gurriel first, no consequences, boom. Then
they're gonna play well.
100%, absolutely. I would be concerned about the consequences though, because we've had some errors over this season.
The difference between MLB plug and play and the real life is people have brains and people have memories. And when people go back to places that they weren't comfortable in before, even Gurriel doesn't even look comfortable playing first base, right? When he does play for the occasional time, he just doesn't look like he fits.
Gurriel rarely looks comfortable in the outfield, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't even look. He doesn't look comfortable playing anywhere.
No. My guy is not a defender.
No,
he is very much. He is a hitter, bro. Like I am just. Maybe Gurriel's got to be DH now.
That's it though, because
Like,
Grichuk's great in the outfield. Like Tio, isn't the best defender, but he can occasionally show up, and then obviously Springer is a great.
yeah,
defender,
I mean
so.
Springer's locked.
He made some great fucking plays in the. I know we're talking about Jays. This is like wine question and answers, but I just want to mention that Springer is such a good defender. He made some great tracking plays in the outfield. Balls that looked like it was a for sure double. He made the play easily.
And I've also loved Grichuk out there too.
Me too. Grichuk is definitely up there in terms of our best defenders.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I saw a comment the other day, and they were just like, "Grichuk for Gold Glove?" ? I'm like, what? I've never thought about that.
Not opposed for a nomination.
I mean, okay, yeah, like you probably wouldn't win, but I mean, you've been solid.
I'd nominate him.
You've been solid.
I totally. And this is obviously I haven't seen many other people. I've just seen highlights and shit of other teams. But
yes,
I would nominate him.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. Sure. Does Cruz walk at all? Cruz does everything.
Cruz does everything.
I mean, he is like an exceptional hitter. How about JD at third? Like JD Davis?
JD Martinez?
Yeah, specify,
JD Josh Donaldson?
Specify.
Josh Donaldson. Maybe Josh Donaldson.
Oh, Josh Donaldson. Because okay, guys. We're not getting Josh Donaldson.
It's not happening.
It's not. I know that the rumors have been out there. I know that the Twins are suffering.
We're not getting Josh Donaldson.
It's just.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
It doesn't make sense, man.
It's too much money for a guy who gets hurt all the fucking time, and as cool as it would be to come back, it's just. Again, this would be a fucking trade that would happen. We'd be like, holy shit,
dude, that would blow the internet up.
It would.
That would destroy the internet.
Josh Donaldson, MVP, return to Toronto, Imagine he starts playing like an MVP again.
Now, I mean, I want him if he starts playing 2015 Josh Donaldson.
I just don't want the injury. And honestly, I've heard reports and fans, and maybe you've heard this. Josh Donaldson seems like a douchebag.
Well, he's a bit of a dick.
He's a bit of a dick.
He's a bit of a dick. Yes.
I mean, there's reports coming out where Liam Hendricks has come out saying when he played with Josh Donaldson in 2015, his clubhouse presence is so horrific.
I don't think we go out and we get Josh Donaldson, my friends. As much as that reunion would be really, really cool, and I would go in person to his first game at Rogers Center.
Yeah, I'd say welcome back, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, I'd clap, I'd be cranking beers, but I just don't think it's gonna happen, my friends. There's no.
I don't know.
Reason for it.
All right,
guys, hit us with some questions. I'm gonna dive into our little box now.
For those who are new, because we have about 50 of you watching, so for those who are new, this box is full of questions we ask on our social media, on YouTube. You guys send them in on our comment section. And some of them are mixers of our own questions. So we answer them. We answer your stuff in the chat. We drink wine. That's what we do here.
That's what we do here. Okay, so this question comes in from Stanther Adiaman 95. I apologize if I butchered that name, but Stanther Adiaman 95 asks, what happens to Reese when Alejandro is back for good?
So he's back for good now.
So Reese McGuire, our catcher, he's hitting really nicely right now, but Alejandro Kirk is back. He is good to go.
See, that's funny because the only way I think that Kirk is going to come back is if Reese either is an injury, number one, or Reese starts to perform really shit. That's the only way he's coming back. Because right now, Jansen is not going anywhere. Management doesn't want to move Jansen at all. Yep. And it makes sense. You don't want to move the guy who knows your staff so well in the middle of a season when you're trying to win, especially when your staff is poor.
You want to talk about a locker room presence.
Exactly.
Danny Jansen has a great one.
Danny Jansen's not moving anywhere. So, and again, we're not playing like MLB The Show where the overalls look like we should move Danny Jansen.
I mean, he's not a very good hitter. However, he does help the team in other ways. So let's assume he's not going anywhere. Reese is there. Alejandro Kirk is here. What happens?
The only way he comes up, though, is if Rhee starts sucking. So if Rhee starts sucking, he's going to be optioned back to the minor leagues. Now, someone please tell me in the chat. This is where the waiver optioning...
I get so confused.
It gets because he's already been DFA'd.
So
Because you get 3 options. You get 3 options on your contract from like getting sent down. That counts as an option. But he's already reached that, and he got DFA'd. He cleared through waivers. Does that reset, or does he get through DFA'd again? Does he have to get DFA'd again? Someone let us know in the chat, because... That's another question. Do you DFA him? But if you can just send him back to AAA, like, I'm down to send him back to AAA.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool.
If he starts sucking.
And then call up Kirk.
I think that we trade him. I mean, I've been saying, like, when you go to, if you guys want to have a laugh, you go to Baseball Trade Simulator. Great website. It kind of evaluates player, their archetypes, what they have to offer, and it gives them a number, a median number as to what they are worth and what baseball GMs might potentially be looking at them as. Our catchers are ranked very highly, and we have a lot of catchers. We have too many catchers. It's like, this is super good. I love that we have this like little catching farm going on here, but we can afford to deal one of those dudes for a starting pitcher, for a long-term bullpen guy. We can afford to trade Reese McGuire.
Honestly, this trade deadline, and I agree, like, I think that should be the play. That's the play that we got to get the most value out of, right? If we don't play him soon, if he starts sucking again, his value's going to drop. He's going to be back in the minor leagues, and he's going to be in the same situation as he was at the beginning of the year. But if we trade him now, as some fans are going to go, what? Like, he already won J of the Week. Like, I don't understand. Like,
how could we trade a J of the Week?
How could we? Because we have other guys. And Kirk's mashing in the AAA. Like, but Kirk's fine now. He's back.
He's back.
Not on the team, but he's back health-wise.
And for me, I still truly believe that my long-term hope for this team, catching option-wise, is Alejandro Kirk. I do think that he will be the guy eventually.
Kirk or Martinez for me. Like, Orelvis Martinez. Moreno. Excuse me. Moreno. Moreno seems like a fucking god. Like,
and in AAA, absolutely. I haven't seen anything in the major leagues yet. I have seen Alejandro Kirk in his time in the majors mash.
Yeah.
So from that regard, I think that this is our future. We've seen Reese McGuire struggle here before. Yes, he's mashing now, but I'm willing to make the bet that this is not a long-term thing for him, and I say trade him high.
Right.
You know?
I agree. Also, I see his question from Stephen Ben. Shout out one of our patrons. This is a question directed at me.
Shout out.
Got to talk about my past here.
Right.
Adam, what position did you play in Elite Ball? I played mainly right field. I started out as a third baseman. Whoops. And then I moved over to right field. Because I'll be honest, I fucking sucked at third. I couldn't. The short hops are hard. The in-between hops got me, so I understand. So I moved to right field. And then at the end, like near like my last 2 years, I became a starting pitcher. And then some games I'd be long relief pitching depending on what we were playing. But yeah,
real Shohei Ohtani over here.
Yes, for real, guys. You know what my ERA was my last year? 3.01. That was second best on the team.
3.01, man.
Yeah.
If we had some of those guys on the Jays right now, like,
watch out.
We'd be doing pretty
Call
well.
me up.
Speaking of elite ball and actually playing baseball, guys, tomorrow we have a really fun video coming out. Not going to give anything away, but we have a home run derby that we did. I'm in it. Adam's in it. Our other buddy Patrick, who sometimes works on this channel, is also in it. It's a great time. We go, we film it. You know, it was a lot of fun, man. I think it's a super fun video, and I really think you guys are gonna like it.
It's coming out at 6 o'clock tomorrow, so guys, watch it. It's so much fucking fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time.
Tristan also asked, "Did you have a good arm?" I think I did. I gunned people out of home. People try to tag up on me. People always try to tag up me at third base, right field, because right fielders are supposed to be like the worst outfielders. Little did they know, I had a fucking cannon. They always ran on me. Boom! One hop to the plate, gone. Oh, that was the best feeling in the world.
You hit them with that pray to the Lord.
Oh yeah, the Lourdes. Right? That's why I respect Lourdes. He had a fucking cannon.
Nice.
Let's go.
You want to dive into the box, big guy?
All right. Here we go. This question comes from Tan Fleming 25, and they say, what Blue Jays player do you think has shown the most promise early on in their career? I know this one.
Ooh.
Most promise early on in their career.
Okay.
This could be they could be older now, be like a guy who was fucking amazing and then fell off. Who showed the most promise early on?
Early on in their career?
Early on.
Well, I mean, Vlad's doing great right now. I really like what Manoah is doing right now. I mean, I think I see a lot of promise out of Alek Manoah to come out here to do what he's done in his first season. It's like you rarely see, especially at the starting pitcher position, a guy come in and immediately be a key player in the rotation. And now I look forward to Manoah's starts.
Yeah.
We saw the other side of things where Nate Pearson, where it's like we're in our heads, we're in the major leagues right now, there's so much pressure. Yes, I'm super talented, but I can't quite figure it out right now. Manoah, there's none of that for me. And so I really think Manoah, to be doing this in your first season, he has some serious potential.
He does,
in my opinion.
I think we got
ace.
I think we got a steal here. Like we got a guy. We got a guy.
We have an actual guy.
We have an actual guy now.
An actual guy who
came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, like in terms of
relatively
nowhere.
No.
We knew where he was coming from, but just.
But it wasn't the same as like a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. where you know where he was coming from 3 years before he even came here.
You knew it 22 years ago. When
he
was born. He was like, this guy.
Exactly. And it's like for Wander Franco, it's like we've been talking about Wander Franco for like 3 years now, right? Alek Manoah only got talked about like very recently, before he got called up, and it was so interesting to see his player development because he was kind of that late bloomer. Like people wrote him off. Then he had an incredible season, and I believe it was the Cape Cod League. Destroyed on the strikeouts, destroyed on the ERA, ate up innings, and it's just been like the ball has just been rolling, So I feel like he's figured it out. He's gonna be a dude, and I think this is a guy that we could actively build our rotation around.
Yeah, I agree. I'll bring some love over to Bo Bichette because early on, the first 2 seasons, he was hitting over 300. He was mashing homers. So, I definitely, obviously Vlad's been amazing, but let's early on.
I mean,
right?
early on,
Vlad
was scaring the fuck out of me.
I was worried because he was a slightly above average dude. So, didn't show the most promise was the question. No. Bo showed a shitload of promise.
Yes.
He showed an incredible amount of promise. So I'm going to give some shout out love to Bo. Those would be, I guess, right now, honestly, those are the 2 dudes. Those are the 2 dudes early on in their career. Obviously, you can talk about George Springer, but I'm not going to fucking.
And I also think, too, I mean, I was just speaking about him. Got to show some love to my big dog, Alejandro Kirk, out here.
That's true.
That's true. Early on in his career, we've seen a very shortened sample size for this guy. I don't even know if he's reached 100 at bats yet.
Probably not.
But I mean, in the time that he has had up there, it's been like elite, like Buster Posey's sort of like primetime elite. So who knows? Maybe that can continue. I don't know, man.
Guys, in the chat as well, put in capital letters question, colon, and then your question so we can see it and then read it.
Yes.
All right? So if you got one, throw it in.
Man, I fucking love these margaritas, guys. I am never going back to not having margaritas in my home.
Just around, right?
Oh, they're around now. And this is what I'm going to be drinking this entire summertime.
Yeah, nice.
I'm going to be destroying these. No more paying $12 for a single margarita.
A single marg,
it's like, fuck that shit, dude. This is like a double right here, and we're
how much do you think that is? That margarita? Money wise, in that container, if you were to
think about it. There's 5 shots alcohol in here. Right. What is 1 shot at a bar?
Oh, I'm talking about the the value of it.
Oh, at the LCBO.
No, yeah, if you were to take divide up all the shit that you put into there.
Oh, Jesus, man.
$3 maybe?
$4, $5 max, something like that, And when you consider that a shot is $5 minimum.
In a club or some shit.
Yeah, and I have 5 of them in here.
Also, this is wine that we got for today. Like, this is my wine we bought. Actually, me, Nick, and Pat bought this wine. It's $5.90. It is $5.90.
Wow.
For a bottle.
Yeah.
It's not bad, actually.
Yeah, you know you're alcoholics when you start buying in bulk.
we have to. We have this this show's every fucking Friday.
Take a drink for every game the Jays are above or below 500.
I remember writing that.
Nice.
That's a nice question.
Nice one. Yeah, guys. And this is for you guys, too. If you are drinking right now, I know you are, Stephen Ben, so don't cop out on me, big dog.
Yes.
Take a drink for every game the Jays are above or below 500.
Four games.
Above.
Four games.
4 games above
all
500.
Right. Everybody, let's participate together.
Yeah.
Let's do it all together.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Alrighty.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That feels good. That's victory drink. You know what? Should we put this one back in?
Yeah, that one's gonna stay in there.
Yeah,
that's my favorite question so far. I love that question.
I love that. Oh, we got some big questions here. I got one for Nick here.
Okay, Cyclone Burns. You know what? I held my word. I held my word, and I did decide. Am I allowed to play this on here?
No.
No, I'm not.
No.
I believe that I decided that the most overrated one was Kerncraft 400 by Zombie Nation. That was the one I decided, Cyclone. Yeah. I really fucked with Sandstorm. Really fucked with Sandstorm.
I love Sandstorm.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
Really fuck with Sandstorm. Just so you guys know, the question right here, question for Nick, I wanted to ask last week, but which is the most overrated sports song? Darude by Sandstorm or Kerncraft 400 by Zombie Nation? I am saying Kerncraft 400 by Zombie Nation.
I'll be honest, I haven't heard that one, but I know Sandstorm's
You've
a fucking
definitely
bop.
heard it.
Yeah, Sandstorm's a fucking
But you've
bop.
also definitely heard this one, too.
I
man.
probably have. If it's like I'm thinking of sports general, like
guaranteed
songs.
you have heard it at your like grade 6, dance or something.
Oh,
and
dope.
You probably were like, yeah.
Wait. Okay. Is the other one?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that. That one's a bop.
Yeah. Cyclone Burns, nice. Thank you, dude. I'm happy that you appreciate my answer on that one.
I got another question here from Draco. Will the Blue Jays make it past the divisional round or even into the postseason? Okay. I have percentages.
All right, what do you got?
And then I'll tell you my gut feeling after.
Yeah. What do you got?
Percentages of us making postseason. I think it's about 45%. 45% that we will make it into like at least a wild card. To make it into a divisional round,
right?
Like 20. I think like 20%. But do I think we're gonna do it? I think we're gonna make wild card. After that, I don't see shit. I don't know.
You don't think we can
hard.
take a wild card, eh?
Well, who are we gonna be facing a wild card? It's probably gonna be the Oakland Athletics, most likely.
Oakland,
or it would be Tampa Bay. That's it. It's one or the other. Actually, if it was Tampa Bay, I actually feel better. But if it's Oakland, I'm a little bit worried because Oakland's actually good. They have a good pitch. They have good
Oakland,
pitching.
Tampa, yeah, those are unless like Cleveland really steps it up.
I feel like Cleveland's not legit.
Probably out of it,
So.
I mean, the Yankees could make a play for it if they have a really nice second half too.
I'm not even counting them either.
But as of right now, like if it was to happen, it would be. I think it's Tampa Bay right here.
Yeah.
If we were to do it, it'd be Tampa Bay.
Who would you rather face, Tampa or Oakland? That's a good question. I'm gonna ask you guys too. Tampa or Oakland? Who would you rather face in a one-game wild card? Because we're gonna get Sean Manaea, and he's a fucking beast. He killed us last time.
He is good. He is really good. I mean, by that point, Glasnow would be healthy too, right? We get Glasnow.
So.
But however,
we
have
destroyed
Glasnow before. We have destroyed Glasnow before. That's very true. I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter to me because I do believe that we would win either one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll say it doesn't matter. I think that we'd be able to beat either one of those teams. I don't really understand why they are as good as they both are, both of them. I think that we can beat them. I think that we're going to prove in this next series that Tampa Bay has nothing on us. And maybe that's just me wanting it. I don't know if you guys watched the little clip that we had we posted today. That was from last week's Unwind. Basically just venting about how Tampa is the cause of all of my life problems.
I actually think that we can beat Tampa now. I think
Totally.
I think there's something wrong. Like they did sweep. Who did they sweep? Cleveland, was it? Who'd they sweep last weekend?
I don't know.
They swept. I'm gonna look it up. But like I do think that we can beat them. They're like if their bats don't show up, like we can take them.
Totally.
We can take them. No problem. And who did they face? They faced Cleveland and they swept them. They swept them.
Well, I mean, they got their own problems up in Cleveland, you know?
Yeah.
They got Cleveland problems over there.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, no, they did face Cleveland. Yeah. I mean,
either
Cleveland
way,
sucks.
I think that we can take both of them. I mean, if I was to say it, I do believe that we are going to go playoffs here. Like, I like the trajectory of this squad. I don't see the offense cooling off anytime soon. And if they did, then I don't think the entire offense would cool off. I think maybe one player does, but then this other player steps it up. That's the benefit of having a Gurriel in your fucking 8th spot. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we are going to go out and we are going to make some trades for a bullpen guy or a starting pitcher come this trade deadline. I mean, you can tell me it's like we get these guys. Like, what if we did go out and get Jose Barrios? Like, sign me up postseason. Like, we're there, you know?
Yeah, because I mean, think about it now. Like, who would be out of the rotation? It'd probably be Steven Matz, because Stripling's fucking god right now. It'd be Steven Matz.
Probably be Steven. Yeah, probably be Steven Matz.
Probably Steven Matz. I mean, Steven Matz hasn't even looked that impressive since coming back.
Well,
so.
yeah, he's been, he's been
pretty meh.
I'd be fine to take him out, dude. Like,
Me too.
I definitely wouldn't want him starting like in a high critical situation.
No, I don't want him starting in the postseason.
Hell no.
That's never gonna fucking happen.
Because that's the next question here that we got.
Oh yeah.
By where is it?
Oh, James Van Meter? Here we go.
Who do you trust for a wild card start?
Great. That's a perfect transition.
Yeah. Oof. You know what?
It's like right now. If we were to start today, who are we gonna put?
I'm still putting my faith in the guy that we signed. I still believe Ryu's got it. I know he's been struggling, but you know what? You don't.
He had a good outing last time.
You know what? And like you don't. I don't know, man. It's like that's your guy. That's been your guy.
Yeah. It's tough.
I still trust him. I know he's been struggling, but I still trust him.
It's tough.
He's got my faith.
It's tough. Yeah, like right now it is such a hard time to ask that question because we're like in between like guys that we're not expecting to do really well. Like fuck, if you were to start today, I'd put Stripling or Manoah. You know what I mean? If you were just going off of recent performances.
Right.
Which you would never do in that they're not going to be starting. So, yeah, I'm leaning towards like a Robbie Ray. I think it's going to come down to matchups. Who does better? Like, does this lineup hit pitchers like Ryu better, or does this lineup hit pitchers like Robbie Ray better? And that's who's going to start. I think that's what it's going to be. Because, I mean, we've seen it last year. I know it was only 3-game series, but he didn't pitch Ryu in the first game. That was just because of his, like, rest or whatever. But you never fucking know. I could see it going either fucking way.
I'm still trusting Ryu to get the freaking job done. Guys, also, too, if you are new here, please hit us with the like button. Hit us with the subscribe button. We're going to have a crazy month here. If you guys like baseball stuff, so many trade videos, so many breakdowns, so much stuff. We're going to have, in less than a week, Kevin God on here live at 9 p.m. on Thursday.
Yes.
He's going to be on. We are going to be predicting every big trade that's going to happen here. All the big names you've heard about. Who are they going to? We're going to be talking everything trade deadline with our boy, Kevin God. So if you like that type of content, please subscribe.
As you guys know, Kevin God's a huge Blue Jays fan. He's a fan of the podcast, so we're more than happy to have him on and shoot the shit. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. We're just going to be fucking shooting the shit with, talking about what the fuck we think. Trevor Story to the fucking Yankees, like, whoever. You know,
Yeah,
whatever
I
it's
mean,
gonna be.
I could totally see it, which sucks to say.
That would suck.
What's the next cue?
This one's from Grady Lanham, and they say, what should the Jays trade for at the deadline? I mean, we've fucking been talking about this. I feel like all these questions. Trades. Really quickly then. I think they trade for a high-end bullpen guy like Kimbrel or Rodrigues, and maybe an extra running pitcher and maybe a bench bat. Who knows?
You know what? I think that we should trade for Ohtani.
Done.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
good.
honestly,
You'd be perfect.
if we actually had our pick of the litter,
Yeah.
I would say let's go out and trade for fucking Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I mean, everybody wants Shohei Ohtani.
if we're in La La Land right now, I'm like, let me have a pitcher and a batter.
Yeah.
Please.
I'll take it both.
I'll take
For
both.
the price of
For
one.
the price of one.
You know what? You know what's fucked up? TradeValue.com, baseballtradevalue.com. Vladdy's higher trade value than Shohei Ohtani, and I think I disagree.
Yeah, I mean,
I think there's just too much value in that one fucking person.
I love you, Vlad. I love you, Vlad.
I love him.
But I mean, let's actually talk about, like,
It's the value that you're getting. You're getting an ace, and you're getting a
it's
Silver
literally
Slugger.
2 players. It is 2 players in 1 player.
Yeah.
You know
Two
what I mean?
all-stars in one. He's
And-
starting and he's hitting.
And the thing is, which it's fucked up. It's like at this point, he's arguably a better bat than Vlad. Arguably,
because I think because he has the home runs, but Vlad has everything else. Vlad
That's
has
the thing.
average. Vlad has on base.
it's
you know.
arguable, but he's like, and if he wasn't better, he's like right there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's very, very close.
Yeah, he's got the
and then
dingers.
to add on the pitching as well, it's like, I mean, come on.
Exactly.
Come on.
All right, another question. Do you want to grab from the box?
Sure.
Your turn.
Hot take. Corbin Burns is the best starter not named Jacob deGrom. Incorrect, because look at his teammate, Brandon Woodruff, my friend. Brandon Woodruff is having a season right now. Jacob deGrom is overshadowing all of these guys, but you look at what Brandon Woodruff has done this year, and you are going to be shocked. Okay. Whoa, this is a fucking... Oh, you know it's a Dal Kermist question when it's a freaking paragraph.
Del Kermis has got the questions.
Okay, he says, you drive your car to an upscale social event that has valet parking. As you arrive, you discover that Reese McGuire is the valet attendant. Do you allow him to park your car? This could be the best question that we've ever received.
question so
This is the best question that we've ever received.
I remember writing that down.
So, for those of you who is not familiar with Reese McGuire, his history's past, he has been caught in a car masturbating by the police and had to answer for his public crimes.
in a parking lot,
In
like
a
in a
parking
public
lot.
parking lot, like a strip mall.
Yeah, like in an actual strip mall,
or
like not
people
even
are
like in his driveway, which is still kind of like why you're doing that.
Yeah, I'm like,
But also like no, this is in like an actual like public parking lot. So you have this, and if you're going to this nice upscale social event,
yeah,
you're probably taking your nice upscale
car.
car.
Okay, let's say I have like a Lambo. I'm fucking loaded. I got a fucking Lambo, and I see Wanky Reese standing there as the valet, and his palms are all greasy and sweaty, and something's poking from his pants, and he's like, I'll take your car. Where? I don't know. I think I'm gonna park it myself.
Like, if I'm being completely honest, like if this is actually like a really nice car, like for me, like this is like, if my ideal car would be like a James Bond Aston Martin, just saying, for those of you guys who has a lot of money and who wants to buy me nice things, that's what it is. I wouldn't let Reese McGuire I call him Wanky Panky, dude.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
call this guy.
I know him.
Yeah, like, am I gonna let it fucking guy? I wouldn't even let you drive my goddamn Aston Martin car.
No.
Am I gonna let a guy that I call Wanky Panky drive my fucking Aston Martin?
Well, here's the
There's
thing,
no way.
There's
no way.
Well, first I got questions. I'm like, why the fuck is Reese McGuire a valet at a restaurant?
When did we DFA this guy?
Yeah, this guy got DFA'd, quit baseball, became a valet to specifically park cars. That's his job.
Like, I'm getting punked right now.
Yeah.
Someone is punking me.
I'm either getting punked or, like, literally I found that this is Reese's fetish.
Yeah.
I now realize that this is his fetish and he found a job and this is his true calling.
Bro, he watched us call him Wanky Panky live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Was like,
he wants
all
to
right,
get back.
I'll live up to my name then.
Yeah.
No way you're taking my car, guy. You're not taking my fucking vehicle.
I'm gonna take him.
No way. No way.
Nope.
Oh, right.
Another
Great
one.
questions, all Carmen.
Thank you.
You know what?
One
I
of the
actually
best.
got a question from my dad too today, which I
Okay.
didn't write in here, but he messaged it to me. Shout out, Dad, if you're watching. He says, now that you guys have finally gotten haircuts, you must be feeling more streamlined, feeling more speedy. Which J could benefit the most from getting a haircut?
I'm trying to picture all their hairs now. It's hard to see when they all wear helmets and hats.
Here's the thing, dude. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, Bo's got some really nice hair.
Yeah.
But if, like, he cut that shit down, would the errors cut down? Maybe he can't see properly. Maybe it's in his face all the time.
Like, maybe, but there's also, like, other players who have flow, too, right? Like, Josh Hader is one of the best closing pitchers, and when you throw, it's like, whang.
That is true.
You know?
That is
So
true.
it's like...
That is true.
I don't know, maybe... I mean, I really don't know if any of them really need a haircut. They always get haircuts because they're professionals, and they literally have a room in their clubhouse for haircuts.
Do they actually?
Yeah, they have hired
Wow.
hairdressers. So
wow.
So I honestly don't think
Wow.
any of them do need a haircut. No. Which one could benefit the most? Maybe Bo. Maybe Romano's beard. I don't know. That's about it for me.
You know what? I would say, okay, in that case, I'm going to change my answer, and I'm going to say Ryu right now. Just for the
needs a new
sake,
feel.
because he needs to get a new
Right.
feel going. He's got to
Right.
change something up. Something's got to change. you know?
Right,
We're
right.
locked in. We got to get a change going.
I agree. Okay. I'm down for that. I'm down for the Ryu cut. I know he's... Yeah, I'm down for that, actually. I know he got... Did he get a cut recently? No, I don't think so. I got a question here.
Nice.
This one's from Mr. Rainer691, and they say, what are the chances that Jansen and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. are not on this team next year? What are the chances that Jansen and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. are not on the team next year? That's the big catalyst there. It's the and. So
I'm going to say like 1 in 10. No, more than that. It's
Yeah,
going to be like 1 in 20. For me.
Yeah.
I mean, like, actually think
five,
about
like
that.
5%. Yeah, no, I agree. Because what would have to happen? We have to trade Lourdes.
Yeah.
Obviously. We have to trade Jansen or send him down, which isn't going to happen. Yeah, I'm about 5. I think that's right. 5%.
About 5%
5%.
chance.
5%.
5% chance that's going to happen. I
5.
don't think it's going to happen. I really like this question here from Michael Wilson. He says, in the All-Star game, which J hits a home run in Colorado? Well, the good thing, Michael, is that we have a couple. We have a couple
4
Blue Jays.
We have 4 Blue Jays.
Starting?
3
Playing?
starting, and then Bo's going to come in.
Because Bo's going to come in.
reserve.
Right. Nice.
Yeah.
Because we got Vlad. We got Semien. And then we also have T.O.
I think it's going to be Vlad. I mean, come on.
I think
It's gonna
that Semien is going to hit a dinger. I think Semien's going to hit a dinger, bro. I don't know why I think that.
Vlad.
I'm just getting like that feel right here.
Vlad.
Yeah, I mean, Vlad is
I'm just
Vlad's-
going to shout it. Vlad. That's what I think.
Jays Fan Media says, if the Padres offered Tatis for Vlad and Biggio, would you guys do it if you are the GM? Oh.
Wait. Padres offer Tatis for Vlad and Biggio. Okay.
Wow. That's, you know what? Like, the fact that
Um,
you've added... If it was Tatis for Vlad, I'm going to say I accept. Tatis for Vlad, but I mean, I don't value Biggio that highly anymore. And Tatis, okay, you know what? My answer, it hurts to say, but my answer is yes. And the reason that my answer is yes is that they already have Tatis locked down on a extremely long-term deal, which now that I'm looking at it, his average annual value is like really $24 million.
Right.
That's like nothing for what he is. Give me Tatis.
I'm gonna say no. I'll be the opposite because I am in between. I'm gonna say no because we're losing another major league player. Like,
right.
We're losing like us. You can slot him in, play every day, no problem.
True.
Every day at bat player, and a guy who's like up there with Tatis.
True.
So it's like that's why. And I think we will eventually sign Vlad to a long-term deal. I know there's a question in there like that about, well, should we get Vlad?
Yeah.
And we're definitely going to be making one after the season's over, a video, a podcast about that. So I think it's going to happen, but
there's no way we get at an average annual value lower than
No, I don't think so. I think
no
there's
way.
too much hype. I think there's
way too much hype, dude. There's way too much hype. And if he's out here like making a play, I know he's not leading it right now, but if he's out here making an actual play for Triple Crown, like, do you know how much this fucking dude is gonna cost? I'm down to pay it, but it is gonna be extensive money.
Joe Smith did bring up that like Tatis gets hurt. Vlad is healthy. Vlad has been playing consecutive games. Vlad plays every day. Vlad plays every fucking day.
He does.
I do not. I don't even want to put it out there. I'm not going to put it out there. I was going to talk about a thing that could have happened, could happen, and I'm not going to talk about it.
True.
Because I don't want that.
I will also say, though, I don't think that I wouldn't classify Tatis as being injury prone or anything.
No, he has like a couple injuries.
He's had like small little like oopsies, like I'm out for like 5 or 6 or 7 games, and now I'm back, and now I'm slugging 700. You know, so there's that.
Joe Smith goes move Vlad to shortstop. That's true,
dude. I mean, I think we got a comment the other day about like, should Vlad play outfield? It's like, no, man. No. I don't think Vlad should play outfield.
Cyclone Burns goes, should Vlad move back to third base? On the topic of moving Vlad, trade Biggio and then sign Freeman to a bridge deal or trade for Santana. Holy.
It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Let me get my controller right now.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Cyclone
honestly,
Burns.
dude, like, sure. Like, yes. Actually, yes. We should definitely do that. We should definitely do that. It is impossible, though.
It's impossible. That's the thing. Like, yeah. But, like, it won't happen.
That's the thing, bro. It's like, because, like, yes, like, if we can just move Vlad to third base, also acquire Freddie Freeman, and maybe also Carlos Santana, totally, bro. Totally. It's just like...
That's just a lot of shit.
That's just like a lot of stuff, you know? It's like...
But you also say sign Freeman to a bridge deal. Who are you bridging him to? Like, we already got rid of Rowdy. Who's our next first baseman? I don't even know if we have another first baseman.
And Freeman's not going to take a bridge deal, bro.
No, Freeman's
like...
At least $4 million.
Yeah.
4 years.
At least 4 years. Dude, probably more than that.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I'm Freddie fucking Freeman.
Yeah.
I won MVP in 2020, dude. Like, pay me up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We have more questions here from Draco. What is our record if we don't make a move for any arms? Like, at the end of the year. If we don't make a move for any arms, we're not making playoffs. I'm going to say it right here. If we don't make a move, and I actually think it's the difference between like 3 or 4 games for us because our bullpen loses so many fucking games, that if we do make a move, I think we could be like 89 wins. If we don't, we could be 85 wins. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hold up. I'm doing the maths right here, guys. Allow me to do the maths.
Do the math.
While I'm doing the math,
math.
please subscribe if you enjoy this content.
Please
We
subscribe.
appreciate it.
Please subscribe.
So we're like that.
Also, it's 6:53. The game's on in
we're
about
like,
a little bit.
Okay,
Math.
well, I mean, like, let's if we were to go based off of, we're 44 and 40 right now, so that's 84 games played. We have to play 81 games in a season, or like half of a season. That's half of a season, 81 games. So if we take 3 games off, like let's say I take 2 wins away and 1 loss. Now we're 42 and 39. We'd win 84 games, and we'd be 84 and like 78 or 77 or something like that.
Right.
I mean, yeah, like if we add arm or something like that. So that's what we've already done. We've done that. We're on pace for that.
Yeah.
So we're on pace for over 500.
But even better, because now we've added Simber and Richards.
Exactly. You know, so it's like maybe now it's like maybe those 2 guys equal out to like 1.5 wins right there. Now we're like 85 and a half.
Okay, so say 85.
Right?
85.
85.
Yeah.
We trade for some arms. Yeah, I mean, like, I still think that this team, I believe I made a bet preseason that we would win 87 games or more. And I'm still pretty happy with what we're doing.
I do think we will trade for an arm. So I do think we are going to end up above that 87 mark. Like, I'm thinking 89, maybe even 90 if we trade for an arm.
That's like ceiling.
And that's wild card. That's wild card. That's not going to win you the AL East. That's not going to win you that shit.
Not this division.
No. That's going to win you the NL Central. That'll win you that shit. That might even win you the NL East this year, but not the AL East.
Hell no, dude.
Boston's fucked. Boston is fucked. They're legit.
Yeah, Boston's fucking stupid, dude.
They're dumb.
Boston's gonna make a big deal this season, guys. They're gonna make a big trade. We're gonna cover it. We're not gonna be happy when we do it, but it's gonna be a bad thing. It's gonna be a bad thing.
I'm already picturing the report of us doing it. Like, I'm not even gonna be fucking happy. Like, oh, they get fucking Kyle Gibson.
Yeah,
we're fucked.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bad thing like that, dude. It's gonna be a bad thing like that, and we're just gonna have to deal with it. We are 5 minutes away right now from calling this stream, getting to the actual game. Let's take a quick look at what we have going on right now. I just killed my margarita as well. Definitely going to be making another one, maybe 8 more of those tonight.
Nice.
So that should be fun. What do we have going on for today?
All right, everybody. The Toronto Blue Jays are taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Toronto Blue Jays are 44 and 40. The Rays are 51 and 36. They're second in the division. This is going to be an important series. We've got, for our starting lineup for your Toronto Blue Jays, Marcus Semien, Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., George Springer, Teoscar Hernandez, Randall Grichuk back in that 6th spot, Lourdes Gurriel in the 7, Biggio in the 8th, and we've got Wanky Pikey in the 9th spot. So, and then we also got Alek Manoah holding a 2.7 ERA going into tonight's matchup.
Manoah.
2.7 ERA. He's fucking legit. This guy's legit,
dude. He's legit. A 2.7 ERA to begin as a rookie through like 5, 6, 7 starts so far.
You know who I'm getting? Not just I'm getting vibes from him. You know what kind of vibes I'm getting from him? It's not just because he's number 6, but I'm getting Marcus Stroman vibes in terms of that guy who just came up and immediately became our ace. He's not our ace yet.
I mean,
he could be.
At a 2.7 ERA, like how many more starts until he becomes it, right?
See, that's the thing, is I classify an ace as a guy who every single day, you know exactly what you're going to get. Whereas some days for Alek Manoah, we'll get a fucking legend. We'll get, like, literally his last outing, like, I think it was 10 strikeouts or something like that, 7 innings. We're like, holy fuck, this guy's amazing. Nowhere in runs. And then other games, like, 4 or 5 earned runs and out in the 4th. And I'm like, So that's the learning curve. He has the chance to become an ace for us.
I think so, dude. I do believe so. I mean, like 2.7 ERA.
Fucked.
Could you ask for much better? Not really. Not from a rookie.
Not from a rookie.
Not from anybody.
From
dude.
a rookie, I'm asking for like 4. Give me 4.
Dude, I mean, I was asking Robbie Ray to get under 4 this season.
Yeah, like I was asking for like a 4.25. I think it's 4.25 we were saying.
Literally.
At
like,
least.
if you could get us that,
Just
Robbie
give me that.
Ray, like I'd be happy, right? Like Alek Manoah's out here doing 2.7.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, baby. Keep it up, kid. Keep it up.
What up? All right, for the
We
Rays.
see you.
For the Rays, we've got Brandon Lau leading off. A little bit of a different look that I've never seen before, actually. G-Man Choi, second in the order. Franco at third base tonight. Meadows, Wendell, Kiermaier batting in the sixth spot. Wow, are they fucking hurt? What's going on?
They're doing weird stuff.
That is
this
weird
evening.
shit.
Yeah.
I think it's well, maybe you know what I bet. I haven't seen their series in Cleveland, but I bet they changed up the lineup. I can bet you that they changed up the lineup, and it worked. And now they're keeping with it.
And now they're here.
Kiermaier, then Walls, Zunino, and Phillips. I don't know why they put Zunino so low. Like, he just mashes. Like, I'd put him a little bit higher. I understand the average, but it's like...
Hey, if they did it in Cleveland and it worked, that's a great point that you just made. Maybe it did. So.
And that's exactly what I'm going to look for right now. What did they do in Cleveland?
Right.
What did they do in Cleveland? That game got postponed. Bang. Let's look at this game. What was their lineup? Bang. No.
Okay.
And they're just doing weird shit.
Oh, Dulkermist with the answer, guys.
Margot.
Honestly, Dulkermist, you should just start your own YouTube channel. Call it Blue Jays Today Better. Because, you honestly know, you're, with it, guy. You're with it, guy. But Margot, I'm gonna say this as if I just came out with this information.
Yeah, we said it.
Margot is injured, guys, so that's why they're doing this right now with their lineup. We just researched that right now, so, yeah.
Yeah, we did that. Yep, we did that. All right, guys.
I'm getting to that point where I could use another margarita.
Ooh, and guys, it's getting to the time. Where's the music?
Give me the music that's actually
There we
silent.
go.
Oh, yeah, it's
There
on
we
now.
go. It's on now.
I heard it.
So literally what we have, I just click a button and then it plays for you guys. We don't get to enjoy it, so you guys get to enjoy the music.
Totally. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new. Also, hop into that little giveaway that we're doing for the free All-Star jersey.
Yes.
Check that video out. A couple days old now, but do it. We're going to announce that live during the All-Star game. We are going to have a lot of stuff coming out for this home run derby. We're going live next week with Kevin Gott. We're going live during the All-Star game. We're living. We're going live so often. It's like we're just living right now. So just keep living with us.
Keep living. Also, Tristan Morgan, Pat's not here today, but if we were to go full time, producer Pat would be right over there. You can guarantee he'd have his own mic, he'd have his own camera, he'd be switching the cameras. It'd be a whole fucking production. We'd have a camera on Nick, we'd have a camera on me, we'd have this camera, we'd have a camera. It'd be a fucking amazing time.
Yes.
We'd have our own studio.
Sub to make it happen.
Let's make it happen. Everybody, let's kick Tampa Bay's ass.
Let's kick their ass.
Let's go. Go, Jason.